What's up YouTube? Here is a video comparison of an authentic Citizen watch with a fake I found on Wish. And just looking at the two, can you already guess which one the fake is? I hope so. Hope it jumps out at you. The one on the left is real, the one here is the fake. And we're going to talk about what the differences are and why you probably shouldn't buy this fake because it's not actually that good at quality. So the one on the left is the authentic 100th anniversary watch released by Citizen to celebrate their 100th year anniversary. And they released a range of watches which were black and gold, and this was the diver one. I was lucky to get it at a really good price. And searching for this watch just on Google Lens, I found that Wish had a copy, and I was curious about the quality of this watch, so I decided to order one. And unfortunately, it just does not add up to being a quality watch or worth the purchase price. It was about $50 Australian to get it here, and it's not even actually worth that. So let's look at the differences. So looking at the band, see the band is different. This has got a black buckle at the top. This is silver. The authentic one has more holes. You can have a tighter fit. This one's actually a little bit loose for me. Looking at the bezel, as you can see, this one is quite gold, quite shiny. And something that's a little bit too shiny, a little bit too sparkly, is actually cheap looking in my opinion. This is more subtle. It's got subtle reflections. It's more of a yellow gold than this rose gold color. Sorry about that. Let's have a look at the back since it flipped over, shall we? Citizen 100th anniversary. There we go. It's got serial numbers, it's got model numbers. This is what the back of a real watch should look like. Whereas the copy, let's flip over the copy, it actually says Blue Angels, which is a completely different watch from Citizen. So they put a back on it that doesn't match the watch. Okay? And it doesn't have any serial numbers, no model numbers. So very quickly, if you ever get a watch like that and it's a Citizen, you can tell it's a fake. Going back to the bezel, this one, it actually lifts off. If you grab there, look at that. It's just a piece of plastic that they didn't even use quality super glue on. It just coming right off. Okay, so very cheap bezel. The top of it is kind of a raised little plastic thing there. The real one isn't raised. It goes in. Okay. Then if we look at this hand here, see that one at 12? That's the chronograph. Sits exactly at 12, and then you hit this button here and it starts the timer. Whereas this one, it's not even sitting at 12. It's off. Okay. And then the subdial there is meant to count minutes, and it's already off 60. There we go. We'll start going. So that subdial there is meant to be counting minutes. If it's not at 12 o'clock, it's a waste of a feature, okay? Another thing is I set the time on the watch about 5 days ago. As you can see, the time on the left, which is correct, is different to the one on the right. The one on the right is already losing minutes. It looks like it's lost 3 minutes. So normally with counterfeit watches, because it's quartz, the time is going to be pretty accurate. You got to have a pretty terrible quartz movement inside for it to be losing time. So they've used the cheapest of the cheap quartz here because it is losing time, and that's unforgivable for a watch. Looking at this one, the white here, the Roman numerals, very crisp. They punch through at nighttime. This one at night, not as legible for me. That's something I noticed wearing it at night. The subdials there are rose gold colored. They're meant to be black. So the whole thing about this watch that I like is that the gold is subtle. It's sort of a subtle highlight on what is a primarily black watch, and I like that it punches through. Whereas this is more a black and gold kind of glitzy looking watch. If we look here at the crown, we have a subtle ProMaster logo there. Okay, so this watch is all about little subtle details. Whereas this one, it's got a big white one, so just jumps out right away. Those are the main differences. Because I wasn't happy with the watch from Wish, it's not a good quality replica, I asked for and I got a refund. And that's one good thing about Wish, is that they do give refunds for counterfeits, even though they sell a lot of counterfeits. If you order something, you know it's a counterfeit and it's of good quality, it's up to you whether you want to try to get a refund. But this one, I actually felt like it wasn't even worth the money. Final detail I'm going to point out is that the glass on this one is flat. This one has a domed glass. Okay, see that? Yeah. So at an angle, it starts to become a little more less legible to read the time. There you go. So Wish, the counterfeit world, is selling counterfeit Citizen watches now, and I think that Citizen is a pretty affordable brand, particularly if you can get their watches on sale. These watches do not sit well trying to be flat. I hope you've enjoyed this watch review. Let me know in the comments what you think about this watch, what you think about the counterfeit, and thanks for watching, guys.